It is March 1st, 2008, as the graphic showed, and anytime you're playing basketball in March, it is a good thing. And both the Conway Lady Cats and the Conway Wampus Cats playing tonight in state semifinal basketball games. I'm Jeff Matthews, the Jim Files and Stats. Scott Taylor is here, and we are thrilled to be a part of what are the two biggest basketball games in this city for the Conway Wampus Cats and Lady Cats in a long, long time, if not ever. Of course, the Lady Cats have played for a couple of state championships recently, so those kind of trump this. But playing in your home city, in your home arena, it doesn't get any bigger than it does tonight. We're so excited. The Lady Cats taking on Little Rock Central, Wampus Cats in a little while taking on Cabot.
Chance to go to Hot Springs for the championship game, somewhere that the Lady Cats are familiar with, and they're also familiar with their opponent tonight, Little Rock Central, and they know they can beat them. But it won't be easy. This Little Rock Central team is getting better.
They have beat them twice on January 11th, down in Little Rock, 53-49, and here it was a tight one on February 5th, 43-41, a 2-point win for the Wampus Cats the Lady Cats over the Lady Tigers. Starting lineups being introduced right now for both teams, and of course the way they do it during the state tournament, they alternate between the two teams. That's Jalissa Montgomery, who is just a solid basketball player for Little Rock Central. Chelsea Sublett starting again tonight, starting her final game in Conway for the Lady Cats, and hopefully it will not be the final game. Winner moves on next week to take on Fayetteville, the number 1 seed out of the West. They were victorious earlier today over Fort Smith Northside. And I say victorious, it's kind of an understatement. They blew them out, and they await the winner of this game next weekend in Hot Springs. Adrian Walker introduced, and the final starter, Nadja Robertson, coming off a 20-point, 10-rebound performance yesterday in the state quarterfinal. We will take a 60-second timeout and come back with the tip-off of the state semifinal game between Conway and Little Rock Central. That's next on Conway Corporation Channel 5 Sports.
I'm in New York at an ATM. How much is this going to cost me?
$4.
Oh.
$3. Unless it's over $50 or from certain banks, then it could be more.
Bank number 1?
It won't cost you a dime.
No, but it just cost the other banks a customer.
That's First State Bank, your perfect match. See you next time on The Banking Game.
Bush and Rasmussen, personal injury attorneys. Assertive. Proactive. Experienced. Effective. Call Bush and Rasmussen for a free consultation. No recovery, no fee. Bush and Rasmussen, your personal injury attorneys. Call 501-329-3500.
And welcome back to Wampus Cat Arena. It is state semifinal day, and already Fayetteville and Little Rock Catholic. Fayetteville's ladies and Little Rock Catholic's guys have made it through. Right. Little Rock Catholic's victory in the guys semifinal means it's an all-Central Conference championship game as Conway and Cabot will battle later on. And it's an all-Central matchup right now as Conway and Little Rock Central will meet for the 3rd time this year. And Jim, it's an old adage in sports. It's hard to beat somebody 3 times. Conway's going to have to do that if they want to play in Hot Springs for a state championship.
It is, but I think the way to do it is pretty simple. Hold on to the ball. We're a better shooting team and we have an advantage inside. We've just got to hold on to the ball because Central is relentless.
Central coming in off a victory over Fort Smith Southside, a come-from-behind win, 58-54, over a taller Southside team. They're scrappy, to say the least, and these teams clearly know each other very well. Michael Green brings his Lady Tigers in 19-10 overall. The Lady Cats come in 24-3. Adriana Walker hits a 3-pointer to start things off, and the Lady Cats trailing 3-0 early on, less than a minute played. Constance Alcon, Katie Ashley Pauley, Kayla Chambers, Chelsea Sublett, and Nadja Robertson, the starters for Coach Janet Taylor.
In our last matchup with Central, Alcon had a big game shooting. Be nice to see her get started again.
Lady Cats, no points in 2 possessions so far. Montgomery in the paint. Difficult shot. Battles for the rebound. Gets it. Misses twice underneath. And the Lady Cats in transition slowly. 6.5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. 3-0. Little Rock Central up early. That's Constance Alcon. You said she was hot last time they played. Misses that one out of bounds. It'll be Conway basketball. But that's an open shot. And
it was open, but it was awful deep.
Running off that pick and step up just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a shot that you would love for her to take all night long.
That's right.
Chelsea Sublett goes to the line where she was fantastic yesterday. Jayla Tucker whistled for the foul.
Her and Ashley Pauley both down the stretch. Those free throws really helped us pull away.
Ashley Pauley hit 8 of 8 yesterday from the free throw line, including 6 down the stretch. Chelsea Sublett hit 11 in a row to end the game yesterday. One for 2 here. 3-1. Lady Cats trailing by 2. A spot in the state finals on tap here. Walker's already hit 1 3-pointer. This time she dribbles in. Nadra Robertson. Nice job defensively. Gets the block, comes away with the basketball. Lady Cats trail 3-1. Good entry pass from Kayla Chambers into Nadra Robertson.
Robertson did that against 3 Central players. She was fronted and backed, and then another player came over. Still got it in.
15 points the last time these two teams met for Nadra Robertson. 3-pointer, no good. You'll give them that shot. Constance Alcon will go to the free throw line.
Lady Cats look focused early.
Shaughnessy Arnold, one of 2 freshmen that start for Michael Green.
It's amazing.
Shaughnessy Arnold, number 23, is a 9th grader, and so is number 33, Jayla Tucker.
Second young team we've played. Actually, this one's even younger than Rogers was.
Yeah, with a couple of freshmen.
A bunch of sophomores.
And they have another freshman that'll play some, Kristen Parker. Brittany Leonard will get some minutes as well. So 4 freshmen, 4 9th graders that get time over a team that's playing for a trip to the state finals.
You hope the student section stays loud like they are now.
Yep.
That is one thing about facing a young team. A lot of pressure's on these guys. They're starting to realize where they are. Let the student section to remind them. It's a big game. Lady Cats have a lot of experience in big games.
2 out of the last 3 years they've played for a state championship. Out of bounds, Conway basketball. Lady Cats lead 4-3. Now, student section's about 4 rows deep, making some noise over there. That will continue to grow as the night goes on. And we expect an incredible atmosphere when Cabot and Conway meet for the boys' game in just a little while. Behind the back, Katie Ashley Pauley. Got 3 Lady Cats right there together. Someone needs to get open. Out of bounds. That's going to be a foul call. First on Kayla Chambers.
Something on her hands. That's not good.
Looked like blood.
Yeah, well, I don't know what else it would have been.
Yeah. From here, it could have been chocolate. I mean, just something dark on it.
Yeah, there was something dark
My
on
kids
her
look
hands.
like that when they've been in the cake, but there was no cake down there. It was basketball they were playing.
Hopefully she's all right.
They'll work quickly to get her back on the court. Great defensive play again by Nadra Robertson. It's a great article in the paper today about the talented sophomore Morgan Hook. and her oral commitment already to the University of Oklahoma, and about Nadja Robertson and how she hasn't really begun to have a lot of recruiting that's taken place. That will change soon.
You would think so.
Coaches
yeah.
are seeing her play, and she's going to start getting these letters. Tamara Hurd whistled for the block. And Shaughnessy Arnold, one of those freshmen at the free throw line. And a polite student section letting her shoot the free throws without distraction. We would like distraction.
Not to be that polite.
Sierra Jarrett into the game. Got them both. 2 for Arnold. It's 5-4. The lead back to Little Rock Central. Tamara Hurd in the game. Kayla Chambers back on the bench next to Mary Kay Parr, so she'll be ready to come back in soon. A whistle and a foul going to be called on Katie Ashley Pauley.
And that is what they do. They are just relentless on defense.
Shalom Delph coming in. She replaces Tamara Hurd.
Hurd great with the ball, just being a little apprehensive there. You got to be more aggressive. Draw the foul. And that's the second time we've seen where they forced a turnover and drew a foul on us.
5-4. Lady Tigers up by a point. Teams playing for a chance to be in the state championship game. Arnold was still out of bounds when she got the basketball. The winner again gets Fayetteville. Lady Bulldogs, #1 team out of the West, and they just rolled through the tournament. Blew out Cabot and blew out Fort Smith Northside. And one of these two teams will match up against them next weekend in Hot Springs. Sublett kicks it back out. A long three-pointer by Constance Alcon that goes. Constance with 4 points. That was a deep three-pointer.
If she can hit that one, we'll be doing well. Thought that was out of her range.
Well, baseline shot, no good. And a push and a foul. Kristen Parker, another of the freshmen, whistled for the personal foul.
Good to see
Kayla Chambers back in.
Good to see her back in.
And I think that must be some sort of tape that's on her hand. It's hard to see without her walking actually up to one of our cameras and going here.
Yeah, here.
But whatever it is, it's fixed and she's back on the court. Shalom Delph trying to handle the pressure. Alcon. They've done a nice job on Nadja Robertson these last few trips down. She's just not open, matched up against Parker. Delph draws the double team, and a great job finding Constance Alcon. All night long, Delph draws the double team. The kick out to Alcon for the open three-pointer. She's getting hot like she did last time.
And if you can handle that central pressure, there's going to be somebody open if you can move the ball and hold on to the ball.
10-5, the Lady Cats have a 5-point lead.
And right now, Alcon's a good person to be open. Shooting great.
Blocked by Robertson. Clean block that Chambers comes away with. There's Shalom Delph. Trapped in the corner, and she's fouled.
Yeah. There, you just be aggressive. You can draw the foul. Not a good idea to dribble in that corner, though.
Katie Ashley Pauley will come in. And there'll be a timeout called by Little Rock Central. We will take a 30-second timeout and come back to Wampuscat Arena. The state semifinals, the ladies' state semifinal on Conway Corporation, Channel 5 Sports.
And welcome back to the banking game. Janet?
If I pick you, how late will our date last?
Well, I'll have you back by 5 p.m.
Oh.
6 o'clock if it's a Friday.
Late. Very late. And I don't care what day it is.
I think I found my next bank.
That's First State Bank, your perfect match. We'll see you next time on The Banking Game.
Back to action now. Kayla Chambers trying to throw it in. Does so to Katie Ashley Polly and the Lady Cats. Back into their offense. All kinds of pressure by Duhart. 1 minute to play in the first quarter. 10-5, Lady Cats up. Nadra Robertson. Sublett had her hand
No
on
foul
it, but
call.
couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, it looked like Sublett had that one.
Less than a minute to go. First quarter. Lady Cats up by 5.
Lady Cats did do a good job of getting it into Robertson, though.
Wild shot that won't go, but an aggressive move that draws the foul.
Right. That's a strategy for a lot of teams against the Lady Cats. Get some fouls on Robertson. Get her out of there because she is such a huge force in the post.
Well, and the way that the game changes just so drastically when she's out. I mean,
Right.
it's just a completely different Conway team because you go 6-3, and then when she's out of the game, the next tallest player on this team is Chelsea Sublett,
Yeah.
Constance, both at 5'10". You got 5 inches that you're losing.
Right.
Those players are already on the court. So whoever replaces Nadra is actually going to be a little bit smaller than that.
Right. Yeah, it makes a huge difference. Here comes the trap. Lady Cats beat it easily.
Foul.
Great job of Sublett being aggressive.
Second on Kristen Parker.
I really think that's how you beat this Central team. You've got to match their aggressiveness and make them pay for that by drawing the fouls. Now, if you got officials that aren't blowing the whistle, you got a problem. But tonight, they're blowing the whistle when there's fouls.
Sublett hits the free throw. She's got 2 points.
Lady
Megan Owens in the game for the Lady Cats.
Lady Cats 3 of 7 from the field, 43%. Central only 1 of 5, 20%, but 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
3 points for Sublett, and it's 12-7. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Open shot, no good. Offensive board down to Central. Second try at it, no good. Out of bounds. Be Central basketball.
Nice play by Megan Owens down there. She got her hand on the ball a couple times.
See the student section to the left of the far goal starting to fill up a little bit more. See some of the players showing up. Corey Morrow down there, Austin Mitchell. I'm sure Alex McKnight's in the mix down there someplace. Out of bounds. It's still going to be Central basketball.
Couldn't tell who that went off of. Official had a good view.
Three-pointer that's not good, and that will end the first quarter. Conway leads Central 12-7. We take a 60-second timeout, and we're back to Wampus Cat Arena on Conway Corporation Channel 5 Sports.
Bush and Rasmussen, personal injury attorneys. Assertive. Proactive. Experienced. Effective. Call Bush and Rasmussen for a free consultation. No recovery, no fee. Bush and Rasmussen, your personal injury attorneys. Call 501-329-3500.
Next question, Janet.
I open an account. How long do I have to wait for my debit card?
7 to 10 days.
Oh,
1 week, unless there's a holiday.
I've got what you need right here.
wow.
That's First State Bank, your perfect match. We'll see you next time on The Banking Game.
Some of those students in the student section we were talking about. Let's see if we pick out any players. Donnie Conway Wampus. No, I don't see any. But they don't wear their jerseys. That's the problem. If they wore their jerseys in the stands, I could tell you who they were in a heartbeat.
That's right.
But they don't do that. 12-7 as we begin the second quarter of play. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go in this second quarter. Open three-pointer by Duhart, no good. Rebound being fought for. Okay. Central comes away with it. Got to grab every rebound.
Right now, Central with a 7-2 rebound advantage.
And another one.
That's a jump ball.
Jump ball. Lady Cats leading by 5, the only place that any numbers really matter, and that's on the scoreboard.
Luckily for the Lady Cats, second chance points are definitely going in Central's favor, but Central only 1 of 11 from the field. That's 9%.
Constance Alcon. Katie Ashley Polly, good entry pass to Robertson. She is double teamed, kicks it back out to Constance Alcon. That one's going to be off.
Yep, she rushed that one.
Odd looking shot that won't go. Kayla Chambers does a nice job pulling down the rebound.
Now 1 of 12. You got to think those shots are going to start falling. Conway's got to start making them pay.
On the ground, foul going to be called on Katie Ashley Polly, and that's the second on her.
I didn't like that one. Aggressive play from Central to get the ball back, and I thought Katie didn't do anything that wasn't done before. It's aggressive after the ball.
Tamara Hurd back in as Katie Ashley Polly has to come out with 2 personal fouls. Just a minute and a half into the the second quarter. This very young Little Rock Central team trying to make it all the way to the state championship game. Lady Cats trying to get back to the state championship game for the 3rd time in 4 years and for a rematch with Fort Smith Northside from a year ago.
I like our chances.
Or excuse me, they're against Fayetteville this year. I apologize.
Yeah.
Fort Smith
And
Northside lost to Fayetteville earlier today.
Right.
They'll be matched up. Fayetteville already through on the ladies' side, and Little Rock Catholic through on the men's side. Going to be a push call and a foul on Montgomery. That'll be the first on one of the few seniors that Michael Green has on this team. Jaleesa Montgomery, a 5'8 senior.
Somebody come to the ball.
Kayla Chambers going away from the ball. Jump ball. It'll be Central basketball.
Boy, they get to that ball quick. You got to keep your body in between them and the ball and try to draw the foul. You leave it exposed, they're going to get to it.
Seems like both teams playing a little bit tight. But this is the
I agree.
28th game of the year for the Lady Cats. The 30th game of the year for Little Rock Central. Yet both teams just not in sync. We've played 2.5 minutes of the second quarter, and you've got a air ball being shot and no points that have been scored in this quarter so far.
1 of 13 now for Central.
Young or not, they've obviously...
Sublett and Montgomery are battling down low. What's that battle when Conway has the ball?
Tamara Hurd catch to the basket, but nobody saw her. There's a foul called on Walker. First of the night on Adriana Walker.
Lady Cats keep their composure and just keep playing their game. They can draw a lot of fouls on Central. Win this game from the free throw line, and that'd be fine by them, I'm sure. Got to make them, though.
Yep, got to make them.
Lady Cats now 4 of 7 from the free throw line.
Just under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Walker has her shot blocked by Nigel Robertson.
Robertson's 4th block of the game.
Kayla Chambers aggressive, draws the foul.
There we go. I like to see that. That'll get you a ticket to the state championship game.
Second against Walker. She's got 2. Kristen Parker has 2. Katie Ashley Polly on the bench with 2 for the Lady Cats. Can you expect them to settle down?
Yeah.
I always like our chances in the second half of any game with Coach Taylor and what the adjustments that she makes with these ladies at halftime.
Well, they don't look bad. Like you said, they look a little tight, but so does Central. And you got to expect that'll change at some point.
14-7, a 7-point lead for the Lady Cats. But she may have walked. Robertson draws the foul, and we may be in for a long 2 games of basketball.
It could be, yes.
There have been, I don't know, the last possession that we had that didn't involve a foul.
The Central won't back out of this aggressiveness. That's how they play.
Kristen Parker whistled for her 3rd personal foul. It's a pretty short bench that Michael Green will use. So you figure everybody's got 5 fouls. He'll use most of them. Jaleesa Montgomery back in as Kristen Parker, one of the freshmen, sits with those 3 personal fouls. Niger misses the second of the 2 free throws, but Jaleesa Montgomery for Central knocks it out of bounds, and it's Conway ball underneath their own basket, leading by 8.
Because of Alcon. Great job by Alcon. She had to knock it out to keep Alcon from getting it.
15-foot jumper for Chelsea Sublett. Robertson. Chambers did a nice job to save it, but
yeah, no one to get it to.
Threw it to Central. Halfway through the second quarter, it's 15-7. Central has not scored in the second quarter of play. Air ball, another one.
1 of 15 now.
The idea was good, but just a little too much pressure there. The pass goes out of bounds. Conway ball underneath. The way that this game is playing out, it's almost like it's one of those Holiday Hoops Fest tournament games in November when the teams are still kind of getting to know each other.
Right.
Instead of the state semifinal game when they've played 30 games over 4 months already. Sublett. Can't get it to go, 15-7. And Alcon will be whistled for a foul. That'll be her first. And the 6th against the Lady Cats. They won at 16 now?
Yeah, the Central girls are shooting like the Central boys did the other day.
Yeah, they had a rough night. Central boys did.
And that's fine by us as Lady Cat fans.
Another jump ball. Robertson missed the shot, comes down with it.
It's just really impressive the way Central gets to that ball and wraps it up. Not kept track of the jump balls, but that's 4, I think.
It's a bunch of them, yeah. Shalom Delph.
Almost another one.
Almost. Instead, it goes out of bounds, and still Conway basketball. Kayla Chambers will throw it in right in front of the Central bench.
It's a conversation with some
asking
of
for
them.
a towel or something. Well, they got a little something on the ball. Again, the winner gets Fayetteville. Fayetteville, a big winner earlier today against Fort Smith Northside. They blew out Cabot. They blew out Northside. And they and Conway have been two of the top teams in the state all year long. And
there we go.
5 points now for Nadja Robertson. And that really would be the matchup that the AAA would most love to see, is Fayetteville and Conway battling each other for the state championship, just simply based on the two teams that have played the best over the course of the whole season. Alcon whistle for her second personal foul.
That would be a great matchup. Got to get by this one, though.
Probably shouldn't speak for the AAA. I'll speak for me. I would love to see Conway and Fayetteville, just because those two teams have, if you follow the rankings at all, they've been the top teams most of the year.
Yeah, we can express our opinions. Just like we're kind of hoping for the Cabot-Conway matchup.
Yeah, very
just because
much
of the rivalry.
It'll be what we're going to see a little bit later on tonight between Conway and Cabot is exactly why this building was built.
Right.
To house an environment like you're going to see later tonight when these two schools that it doesn't matter what sport they're playing, they just battle each other in such an intense way and have for years and years, even before they were conference rivals. When they get together, it's special, and it's going to be a fun night tonight.
I said Hurd needed to be more aggressive last time she was in. She was there. Drew the foul.
Be 2 free throws here for Tamara Hurd. Martina Duhart was whistled for the foul, her second. She joins Adriana Walker with 2, and Kristen Parker has 3. And the first point of the night for Tamara Hurd. Those 2 free throws made a moment ago by Leslie Kraft, the first 2 points of the second quarter for Little Rock Central.
Central perfect from the line, 6 of 6.
And good for them because
they're 1 of 16 from the field.
Right. Otherwise, it hasn't been a good shooting night. Another open shot. That one goes. Sierra Jarrett, 2-pointer.
Robertson was just debating about whether she should even cover or whether they're shooting. Think you might want to next time.
18-11, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the first half. Shalom Delph and Tamara Hurd both in the game. Chambers trying to find Nadja Robertson.
Oh, and
that's
a great
her.
look. Great look.
7 points for Nadja Robertson and an assist to Kayla Chambers.
Robertson's concentration has just amazed me this year. She can get that ball in traffic. It doesn't bother her. She's focused on the basket.
3-pointer by Kraft that goes.
All right.
So they've warmed up. 6-point game, 20-14.
Gonna have to start guarding them, it looks like.
More of that aggressive play that is their staple.
With the way this game's been officiated, Conway's just got to continue to be aggressive with the ball, aggressive and hold on to the ball. It's going to be a long game, but but it's a game that we should win if it continues like it is.
Sublett shooting 2. 4 points tonight. Kayla Chambers, Chelsea Sublett, Katie Ashley Pauley, Constance Alcon, Kyla Chambers, Megan Owens, Kelsey Powell, all seniors, playing what will be their final game at Wampus-Cat Arena, regardless of the outcome of tonight's game. And especially for Chelsea Sublett, just because we've watched her play so much over the 3 years. Constance Alcon, a transfer this year. Katie Ashley Pauley, a transfer last year. Kayla Chambers, as much of an improvement as we've ever seen from a player from one year to the next.
Definitely.
But we saw the story earlier this year about Chelsea that she had started every game since her sophomore year.
And she has just been so much fun to watch. She does whatever she needs to for this team. Total team player.
High arcing shot that is good by Jayla Tucker.
3 of 3.
The freshman has 2.
Central on a bit of a run shooting the ball now.
It's 22-16. And Megan Lewis loses the ball out of bounds. So an 6-point lead, 22-16. Shot no good. Rebound to Chambers. Less than a minute to play in this first half.
No call there. Looked like Hurd might have gotten fouled.
Kicking it out. Chambers somehow comes up with it.
Oh, wow. Didn't like that call.
They're going to call a charge on Kayla Chambers that Jim and everyone else watching this game through Conway colored glasses did not like.
I thought it was a great move for her to go after that ball aggressively, and it looked like she had control of it. I thought she was fouled on the way to the basket.
Katie Ashley Polly and Constance Alcon both with 2 personal fouls on the bench. Kayla Chambers plays with 2. Lady Cats have a 6-point lead. Trying to keep it at least at 6, trying to extend it if possible if they can get a stop and a bucket before halftime, having 2 starters on the bench. Little baseline move, and she walked with the basketball. So the Lady Cats, quickly, Constance Alcon will come in. So will Katie Ashley Polly. 5.5 seconds to go in the first half.
It's enough time to get a shot off.
Absolutely it is. Shalom Delph and Tamara Hurd out. So the 5 starters back on the court for these final 5.5 seconds. Down to 3, down to 2. Katie Ashley Polly.
Wow.
At the front of the rim. Halftime, Conway 22, Central 16. One of these 2 teams, one half of basketball away from playing for a state championship. We'll come back in 60 seconds with first half stats and the third quarter on Conway Corporation Channel 5 Sports.
I'm in New York at an ATM. How much is this going to cost me?
$4.
Oh.
$3. Unless it's over $50, or from certain banks, then it could be more.
Bank number 1?
It won't cost you a dime.
No, but it just cost the other banks a customer.
That's First State Bank, your perfect match. See you next time on The Banking Game.
Bush and Rasmussen, personal injury attorneys. Assertive. Proactive. Experienced. Effective. Call Bush and Rasmussen for a free consultation. No recovery, no fee. Bush and Rasmussen, your personal injury attorneys. Call 501-329-3500.
The crowd taking a nice break here at halftime. They're trying to be encouraged to do the YMCA, but I don't blame them for kind of relaxing at least just a little bit. There's another half of basketball. Conway leading 22-16. Jim Files has a look at some of the stats that Scott Taylor put together for us.
Lady Cats is kind of controlling the game from the start, but you're not breathing easy as a Lady Cats fan right now. Conway only 5 of 13 from the field, 38%, minus 7 shot attempts for them, as Central shot 20 shots. But that, fortunately for us, they only made 4 of those, 20%, and 5 rebounds for the Lady Cats, 9 rebounds, and 10 of 15 from the free throw line. Free throw line, I think, is what may win us this game if we do go on to win it. And we need to start shooting a little bit better percentage, 67% for us, and Central 6 of 6, 100%.
10 out of 15 for the Lady Cats from the free throw line. Nadra Robertson with 7. Constance Alcon also with 7 points. 5 for Chelsea Sublett on 5 free throws. 5 points for Leslie Kraft, leading scorer for Little Rock Central.
Robertson with a great defensive effort. 5 blocks for her, 4 rebounds, and 3 of 5 from the field. The key is just getting it into her more, and Central's making that as hard as possible. And just relentless on the boards, relentless down the court. You got to hold on to it and be aggressive. And Lady Cats need to draw those fouls and get to the line.
As you see, the Lady Tigers are just now walking back onto the court with just 15 seconds to go on the halftime clock. Not sure what Michael Green had to say, but he had a lot to say as he kept them in the locker room the entire time. In fact, the team will come out and not even take a shot. They won't go through a layup drill. They won't stretch or anything. They're going to come right back onto the court and start the game. very unusual for a team to at least not come out and start jogging around at least
right.
a little bit.
And I think their locker room has the clock up, so they know what time it's starting. So.
Yeah, no, they timed their arrival back on the court with what's happening right now, which is the start of the third quarter. One of these two teams, 2 quarters away from a trip to the state finals to face Fayetteville, a 70-45 winner earlier today against Fort Smith Northside. Fayetteville has not been tested at all in this tournament. 3-pointer no good. They defeated Cabot 68-36, and then Fort Smith Northside 70-45, just blowout wins for Fayetteville in both of their games, and they'll wait a week to take on one of these two teams. Both ladies got the worst part of that.
Central defender going for the steal, Sublett going for the ball, and they collided.
Constance Alcon went to help the player up, but as quickly as she was about to reach down and help her, she pulled up and let her help herself up. Had an elbow to the eye or
Ashley
a finger to the eye or something.
I think it was a shoulder.
Shoulder to the eye. Martina Duhart checks in for Leslie Kraft. Kraft, the sophomore, 5 points, leading scorer for Little Rock Central. 22-16. Lady Cats leading by 6. 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Traditionally a good third quarter team. And I know they would love to stretch this lead out a little bit here. Make it a double-digit lead at some point in the third quarter and keep it there. Alcon, double-teamed, walked to the basketball. And a turnover.
Yep, she got herself in trouble. Trying to find something down that baseline. Just her first turnover, though.
Conway and Cabot boys will meet following this one for the right to play Little Rock Catholic in the state finals. Fans for, obviously Conway fans, showing up as the ladies are playing right now, but Cabot's fans have been arriving since before 6 o'clock, and there will be a lot of red in the stands tonight. Alcon misses a shot, out of bounds. Going to be off of Nadra Robertson. Nadra went down hard. And a foul called on Nadra as well. Her second. So a little bit of foul trouble creeping in, just very, very little bit, but 2 fouls now on Robertson, Chambers, Ashley Pauley, and Alcon. 4 of the starters for the Lady Cats with 2 personal fouls apiece.
It's something to keep an eye on. Hopefully they can not get in that trouble, especially Robertson.
2-on-1, and
6.
Robertson with the block.
Her 6th block.
Nadra Robertson, a 20-point, 10-rebound game yesterday. Today she's doing it with the block. Chelsea Sublett does something that Chelsea Sublett's been doing for 3 years. That's hitting big buckets. 24-16, an 8-point lead with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter.
And that's something she's gotten better at, further away from the basket. Good shot.
.550 to play. Long three-point attempt that goes for Shaughnessy Arnold. The freshman has got 5. 24-19.
Again, just their 5th field goal of the game. 5 of 23 now.
Nadra double team and 1. 9 points for Nadra Robertson and a chance to make it 10 at the free throw line.
And that's how you answer a 3. Get it the traditional way. Get Central into foul trouble.
Jaleesa Montgomery has 2. She is one of 5 Little Rock Central Lady Tigers who have at least 2 personal fouls right now. 10 points for Nadra Robertson. 5.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. An 8-point lead for the Lady Cats. Duhart. That'll be the 3rd on Katie Ashley Pauley. And that could pose a problem as the day goes on.
Yeah, definitely, obviously one of our better ball handlers.
And one of our better free throw shooters late in the game.
Exactly. Both very important in a game like this against Central.
Duhart, top of the key. Central being patient, looking inside. She's got 6 blocks. And a tough call on Nadra Robertson, and that will be the third on Nadra. 3 on Nadra Robertson, 3 on Katie Ashley Pauley.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier. Watch it when they got 2. Now, her and Ashley Pauley both with 3. It is an issue.
5 minutes to play in the third quarter. There is a lot of basketball to play. Tamara Hurd will come in for Nadra Robertson. So this is what we talked about when you replace Nadra with anybody. Tamara's 5'7". So you go from a 6'3" player to a 5'7" player.
Well, Sublett and Chambers become the big people on the post.
Right. Both free throws missed, and Chelsea Sublett away with the rebound. Katie Ashley Pauley has it taken away.
Can't go behind your back.
Ball handling on both sides.
There. That was Central's first misses from the free throw line.
And another foul. This is the first on Chelsea Sublett.
And, I mean, you know, you can't have it both ways. The officials have been calling it close for Central. And now Conway getting in trouble with that close calls.
Walker, who you see on your screen right now, Adrienne Walker, just missed 2 free throws in a row. Fourth on 4 points for Walker. Leslie Kraft comes in. She was the young lady that took the shoulder to the eye a few minutes ago. Walker, the 6-foot junior, misses that free throw badly off the side of the rim. 7-point game. Lady Cats up in the third quarter. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Sublett pirouetting around. That is a pirouette, right?
Yeah,
We both have girls that dance in our living rooms. Again.
No foul call. Sublett looking for it. Oh, wow.
And Sublett fouled hard. It was an odd series of events, wasn't it?
Well, I thought it was a foul the first time. If they didn't call that one.
Third on Adriana Walker. She has 3 fouls. Kristen Parker has 3. They have 3 other players with 2. And Sublett at the line. 8 points for Chelsea Sublett. See some of the Conway Crazies. Very popular t-shirt. 9 points for Chelsea Sublett.
Lady Cats shooting well from the free throw line, 13 of 18.
29-20. Lady Cats up 9. Halfway through the third quarter. Aggressive play. It goes out of bounds off Central. It's Conway basketball. It's always entertaining to watch the animated reactions of Michael Green, the head coach of Little Rock Central.
He is a good coach, but very animated.
Katie Ashley Pauley, a little behind the back dribble that she's really mastered. There it is again. Changes directions, finds Tamara Hurd, finds Constance Alcon. 3:40 to play. Wasn't intended for Tamara Hurd, but she came up with it. Alcon underneath.
Nice. Hurd with a nice cut to the basket. And Alcon bailed her out with the miss, though.
9 points for Constance Alcon, and the lead is 11. It's as big as it's been tonight, and a timeout called.
With Robertson out. Big.
Timeout called by Little Rock Central. This message from the Arkansas Activities Association. The schools participating in this state basketball tournament game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association As authorized by their school boards, the administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. A reminder, and this is a big one, if you want copies of these games on DVD, and what great memories this has been already to this point for both the Wampus Cats and the Lady Cats, you can purchase copies of these games on DVD to send to that aunt that lives somewhere else that hasn't been able to see these games, but they sure would be proud of their nieces and nephews that are playing in these games. 450-6013 is the phone number, 450-6013, or go online to conwaycorp.net. Look on the Channel 5 programs, and there's a DVD order form that is right there online. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter, an 11-point lead for the Lady Cats. And that is as biggest lead as they've had so far. And if you own a DVD copy of that, you can rewind it right there and hear me mess that up when I couldn't remember the right word to say.
And building that lead with Robertson out, that's big.
Yeah, you're right. That is such a big part of this. If they can leave her on the bench for these final 3 minutes of the third quarter and maintain a double-digit lead, all that does is help the chances of punching the ticket for Hot Springs. Again, the winner gets Fayetteville. Chelsea Sublett on the wing.
Wow. That's that shot she's just gotten better and better with. The 12, 14 foot. That's great.
11 points for the senior, Chelsea Sublett, and it's a 13-point lead.
Sublett 2 of 5 from the field, 4 rebounds.
Good baseline move. Can't finish, though.
Sublett coming over, disrupting her shot.
Constance Alcon. I think her eyes got real wide there.
Yeah.
She had that open look at three. She's smiling about it.
Didn't get her legs into it. Worked out all right, though. And that's the second time we've seen that, getting that second chance opportunity. Conway now with 18 rebounds, 10 for Central. And at one point, they were negative in that category.
Katie Ashley Pauley with her first point of the night makes the lead 14. They had a great rebounding game yesterday against Rogers where they out-rebounded them 30-10, I believe.
Right, yeah.
Some huge number. Nadra had as many rebounds as the entire Rogers team had. Katie Ashley Pauley makes it a 15-point lead. 10 minutes away from a finals matchup with Fayetteville.
Aggressive
Shot no
move.
good. Second try at it, no good.
Looked
Kayla
like
Chambers comes away with it.
Looked like it could have been a charge. No call, though. Physical game.
Out of bounds, Conway ball. Shalom Delph will not come in. She will be patted on the back by Megan Owens. She was at the scorer's table, but she didn't come in the game.
It's always good to be ready.
Minute and a half to play in the third quarter. This game will be followed by the boys' state semifinal game between Conway and Cabot. We'll have it for you right here on Conway Corporation Channel 5 Sports, as we have all of these state tournament games involving your Wampus Cats and your Lady Cats. Inside to Sublett. It's a 17-point lead.
Great look into Sublett.
13 points for Chelsea Sublett, and it's 37-20. Kelsey Powell at the scores table. She will come in at the next dead ball. 8 points for Leslie Kraft with 1 minute to play in the third quarter.
Central's first basket in a while.
Second on Kraft.
Central now 6 of 28 from the field, 21%.
Shalom Delph will come in now as Katie Ashley Pauley and Constance Alcon both come out. Kelsey Powell and Shalom Delph in. 37-23. Lady Cats looking to finish out this third quarter and be 1 quarter away from another trip to the state finals. It'll be the third time in 4 years. .30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Showing lots of patience.
And a great third period for the Lady Cats. Good look in.
A little aggressive, too strong on the shot. And now you want to D up and not let them get a quick 3 or a quick 2.
Jump ball.
Going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Conway basketball.
8 seconds, plenty of time to get down the court,
Plenty
get a
of time.
shot.
14-point advantage.
Getting it down the court can be a little bit of
Right.
a difficulty against Central. But
Kelsey Powell out and Constance Alcon back in for these final 8 seconds. We're also going to see Kyla Chambers come in. Or she won't. She'll come back to the bench.
make her wait.
8 seconds, got to move it up court. Double team, there's Chambers, there's Delph.
Plenty of time. Oh, but she got her
And
pocket big.
Constance Alcon was wide open. That three-pointer counts, and the momentum to Central.
Yeah. Yep.
37-26. It's an 11-point game. The fourth quarter is coming up next on Conway Corporation Channel 5 Sports.
I'm in New York at an ATM. How much is this going to cost me?
$4.
Oh.
$3. Unless it's over $50 or from certain banks, then it could be more.
Bank number 1?
It won't cost you a dime.
No, but it just cost the other banks a customer.
That's First State Bank, your perfect match. See you next time on The Banking Game.
Bush and Rasmussen, personal injury attorneys. Assertive. Proactive. Experienced. Effective. Call Bush and Rasmussen for a free consultation. No recovery, no fee. Bush and Rasmussen, your personal injury attorneys. Call 501-329-3500.
And a three-pointer at the buzzer by Leslie Kraft from half court. Following a good play that she made. Shalom Delph had the ball. Constance Alcon wide open, but
Lady Cats dominated that third period, but yeah, a little bit of a momentum swing there. Lady Cats still with a good lead, though.
well, it's an 11-point lead following that three-pointer and the start of the fourth quarter. Central has the basketball.
And a well-rested Robertson down low.
Nadja Robertson back into the game. Jayla Tucker whistled for her second personal foul. 7 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the game. One of these two teams are going to the state finals.
Lots of full court pressure coming from Central now. Lady Cats beat it fairly easily. Wow. And that's how to make them pay for that.
15 points for Chelsea Sublett. The lead is 13, 39-26.
Sublett having a great game.
Inside to Montgomery, who has been quiet today. In fact, she had been silent. Her first 2 points of the game.
Yeah. Her first shot.
First shot of the game, even. 11-point lead, 39-28. Alcon to Sublett. Starters back in. We observed during the fourth quarter break there, Jim noticed it, Katie Ashley Pauley on the sideline using an inhaler. And I know as someone who suffers from asthma, I don't know what her condition is, that she needs an inhaler, but it's no fun. And to play at the level that she plays and to need that, pretty impressive that she is able to play at this level.
It is not slowing her down.
Not at all. Jaleesa Montgomery whistled for her third personal foul. And that is going to put Conway in the 1-1 for the rest of the night. Robertson is at the line. She is 2 out of 3 tonight. And she shoots 1-1 here. Chance to extend the lead. It's 11 points right now for the Lady Cats.
As a team, Lady Cats 15 of 20, 75%.
11 points for Nadja Robertson. Got another couple of rows of students who are here. Seeing the end of this ladies' game. Guys' game to follow.
Looks like they're going to enjoy it, too, if the Lady Cats can continue.
Up by 13, 6.5 minutes away from another trip to the state finals. Arnold draws the foul on Constance Alcon. That will be the third on Alcon. Nadra Robertson, Katie Ashley Pauley, and Constance Alcon all with 3 personal fouls. Shaughnessy Arnold will shoot 2 here. She's got 5 points, including 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Six points for Arnold. (41-29).
After being 4-4 from the free throw line, Central now 8 of 11.
That one was short, but the offensive board and the follow by Jarrett. She's got 4. And it's a 10-point game, closest they've been in a while. Trap, Sublett, now they got to go. Alcon will slow it down. Instead to Chambers. Kayla Chambers and 1 for the senior. She has got 4 points, a chance to make it 5. Great move by Chambers.
Chambers 1 of 2 from the field, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. Nice game all around.
6 minutes and 7 seconds to play.
It's a great game plan Coach Taylor's got. She has these girls ready to play. If you can beat that Central press, you can beat any press.
Right. 13-point game. 44-31. The winner moves on to the state tournament finals. And that is going to be the 4th on Nadra Robertson. Arnold back at the line to shoot 2. She hit 1 out of 2 just a moment ago. Misses the first here. Leslie Kraft comes back in. Tamara Hurd at the scores table. She'll come in if this one is good. And she will. 7 points for Arnold. 5:56 to go. A lot of nervous excitement, especially across the way where all of the Conway fans are, the parents, and we get to watch these teams enough that you kind of get to know where the parents sit. And
yeah.
You can glance over there pretty quickly and see those parents who are watching their ladies.
Oh, looked like the Central player was out of bounds.
Sure did.
Your point's very valid, though. As a fan, we're kind of nervous. I can only imagine what it's like for the parents.
Arnold on the baseline, misses. Kraft's follow is good. Leslie Kraft has 13 points, and it's back to a 10-point game. Chelsea Sublett has it knocked out of bounds, or knocked away, rather, by Leslie Kraft, her 3rd. And Sublett will go to the free throw line. She'll have to earn the 2 points.
7 out of 9 so far for Sublett.
After an 11 out of 13 performance yesterday from the free throw line. It gets quiet in here. 16 points for the senior tonight.
Sublett 4 of 8 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 assist.
And 17 points. And a timeout called on the court. It is 46-34, 5 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Let's take a 60-second timeout and come back on Conway Corporation, Channel 5 Sports.
And welcome back to the banking game. Janet?
If I pick you, how late will our date last?
Well, I'll have you back by 5 p.m.
6 o'clock, if it's a Friday.
Late. Very late. And I don't care what day it is.
I think I found my next bank.
That's First State Bank, your perfect match. We'll see you next time on The Banking Game.
Bush and Rasmussen, personal injury attorneys. Assertive. Proactive. Experienced. Effective. Call Bush and Rasmussen for a free consultation. No recovery, no fee. Bush and Rasmussen, your personal injury attorneys. Call 501-329-3500.
5 minutes, 19 seconds to play in the ball game. Conway is leading 46-34, a 12-point advantage. 5 minutes away from somebody winning a trip to Hot Springs and to play in the state tournament finals.
So far, the Lady Cats have done everything that we would have asked them to do. They've held on to the ball, they've beat the pressure, and they've made their free throws.
Constance Alcon comes away with the bad pass.
Oh, and Hurd can't hold on to it. She's trying to call timeout. She got it.
She finally got it called. Little Rock Central started the tournament on Thursday. They played Harbor, knocked off Harbor in the first round, 77-62, and then knocked off Fort Smith Southside yesterday, 58-54. Conway, by virtue of winning the Central Conference, got the bye into the second round, which is always a huge help.
It is.
Anytime you get an automatic move into the next round, it's always a positive thing. Conway didn't have to play until yesterday at 4 when they defeated Rogers by 12 points, a game that was just a good game. Morgan Hook is as talented
unreal.
a player as we've seen, sophomore for Rogers. Conway gets the win 59-47 by 12. Fayetteville was in the same boat. They won the West, so they only had to play 2 games, and they had 2 blowouts to get their ticket punched to Hot Springs next week at the Summit Arena. The times of those games will be announced on Sunday, which is tomorrow as we're broadcasting this. And, of course, you'll be able to find that out in a number of places if either of these Conway teams are in it, when they will be playing down at Summit Arena.
And after beating this Central Press, I was bragging on them. They have turned it over the last 2 times.
Martina Duhart at the line. Three points for Duhart, a 5'5" senior. One of only 3 seniors on this team, so you have to imagine Little Rock Central is going to be pretty good next year and the year following with all these freshmen. There's so few freshmen that play in the state, and they've got 3 of them that play significant time for them. 4 points for Duhart, all from the free throw line. Back to a 10-point game. Katie Ashley Pauley gets the pass. 10-point game. No reason to force it. Get an open look, take it, draw the foul.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary.
Nope. Too aggressive a move, and that's what Janet Taylor's telling her right now. Arnold makes it an 8-point game. Shaughnessy Arnold with 9 points. It's 46-38. Nadja Robertson on the bench with 4 personal fouls. How long until Janet Taylor brings her in? And the Lady Cats have to burn another timeout. They will only have 2 remaining for the last 4 minutes, and Central is not going away.
No, they're not.
They've played twice this year in conference play. Conway defeated Central down in Little Rock 53-49 back in January. And in February, the game played here was a 2-point game, 43-41. Central clearly is a talented team. They wouldn't be playing at this point in the year. But trailing by 8 now with 4 minutes to go.
Well, you can see their bread and butter on these last couple of plays. It's that defensive pressure. They trap, and they force you into turnovers. And Conway beat it the first couple of times of this period, But the last several times Central's got the best of it. Somebody with the ball has got to be aggressive with it. Like to see Ashley Polly with the ball in her hands. She can not only beat it, but she can also shoot the free throws if she gets a foul.
Right. Nadja Robertson remains on the bench. There are 4 minutes and 3 seconds to play. She has got 4 personal fouls. Double teamed, I mean somebody's open. And it's Tamara Hurd who's wide open. Into Sublett. Chelsea double teamed.
No foul call.
Adriana Walker comes away with it. She was straight up. Now Nidra is at the scorer's table to come in, but she will not be able to play nearly as aggressively.
Wow.
That's a 2-point basket for Arnold. She's got 11. It's a 6-point game stolen away. Central mounting an incredible comeback here. Ball out of bounds. Central basketball.
I'm not sure how.
Nadja Robertson back in.
Boy, the officiating is not favoring Conway now after it has most of the game.
(46-40), a 6-point game, Central basketball.
The Lady Cats need to wake up here.
The 5 starters on the court. Leslie Kraft going to have to come out of the game. I don't know if she's got some blood or something, but a timeout is going to be called by Little Rock Central.
She took a hard fall.
All right, Jim, it's a 6-point game. What had become a bit of a breather all of a sudden is gone based on one thing, and that's the pressure.
Well, yeah, I think the Lady Cats just became apprehensive with the ball. They were aggressive, and they pushed the ball up the court, and when necessary, if you get trapped, just be aggressive with your move and draw the foul. They've stopped doing that, and they've started turning the ball over, and they have had some calls that didn't go their way for sure. But I think they've just got to be aggressive. This is a game that has gone their way, and it seems to still be going their way except for the last 2 minutes. They've just got to get it back.
They led 12-7. Conway did 12-7 at the end of the first quarter, 22-16 at the half, and then they were leading 37-23. They had a 14-point lead. As the third quarter was coming to a close, Conway had the ball, bringing it up court, and Leslie Kraft made a great move to make a steal, then hit a three-pointer from the half court.
Yeah.
That made it 37-26. It made it an 11-point game at that point, and even though Conway stretched it out, you just felt like there was a bit of a confidence issue that all of a sudden Central had back in their favor. And right now, they trail by 6, but have the basketball. Still 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Walker has her shot blocked. Still on the court. Jump ball. Should be Central basketball. Going to be Conway basketball. You could see it with Robertson. She's got to be so careful.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. She was just almost a little bit too careful. She was just straight up trying not to get the foul call. But after the ball was on the floor, she did nothing to try to go after the ball.
This press giving Conway all kinds of trouble. Chambers to Alcon. Now they've got it beat. 3 minutes to play. Chelsea Sublett. That's how you beat the press.
There.
19 points for the senior. The lead is 8.
It isn't easy, but we can do it.
Baseline move. Robertson has to be careful. Every time they come into the paint, she has to stand just straight up. 8-point lead. Clock ticking. Arnold with the miss and a late foul. Chelsea Sublett whistled for only her second personal foul. But that's going to put Montgomery at the free throw line.
Where Central is 11 of 16, 69%.
Jaleesa Montgomery at the line. She has scored 2 points tonight. It's an 8-point lead for the Lady Cats. 3 points for Montgomery.
Montgomery with only one shot attempt, making that one.
Kraft back in for Coach Michael Green and Little Rock Central. Conway has defeated this Lady Tiger team twice this year. It is so difficult to beat somebody 3 times. Free throw missed, out of bounds. Conway basketball.
It is difficult, but there's a reason you beat them the first 2 times. You just got to duplicate that.
Here comes the trap. Chambers loses it. Stolen away by Central. They trail by 7. 2.5 to play. Three-pointer by Arnold. No good. Fought for. Out of bounds. They're going to say it's Central
Alcon
basketball.
could have gotten that.
Yep,
but she thought it
go.
was out of Central, and I did too. So did a lot of Conway fans.
Leslie Kraft, the sophomore.
Looked like a walk, no call.
Huge three-point basket by the freshman, Shaughnessy Arnold. She's got 14 points. It is a 4-point game. 2 minutes to play.
Gotta hurry up.
Got to get it across the timeline.
Alcon.
Timeout called. Conway has 1 timeout remaining. 2 minutes to play in what has become an incredibly tense Wampus-Cat Arena all of a sudden.
It has. Everything was going our way for over 3 periods, and it's gotten tight here. It's gotten tight in the last quarter.
Conway again led 37-23 with just a second to go in the third quarter. And then a half-court three-pointer made it an 11-point game. This is as close as Central has been. Within 4. They've yet to get it within 1 possession. Right. Or am I forgetting something?
No,
I don't think they got it within 3
nope.
yet. But this 4-point lead is as tight as it's been for a long time. 48-44. Again, if you can handle having copies of something like this to watch, get your heart racing.
Take an antacid before you do.
That's right. You can get copies from Conway Corporation by going to conwaycorp.net or by calling 450-6013. They are $12 a piece, and they will be worth having for a long time, especially for the young ladies and young men playing basketball for these teams that they'll have to show their kids and grandkids a long time from now. And it has been an absolute honor to call these Wampus Cat and Lady Cat games this year and every year now for 7 seasons. 2 minutes to play in the state semifinal game. Someone gets Fayetteville in the state championships next weekend in Hot Springs. Foul, and Chelsea Sublett will go to the line.
It's all right. Just get it up the court.
4 now on Jaleesa Montgomery.
I'm surprised Alcon, the senior, is being a little apprehensive right now. She's been here before. Pressure situations.
2 free throws upcoming for Chelsea Sublett. The senior has got 19 points so far. Chance to get it to 6. It's a 4-point lead right now.
You got a feeling every point's going to count here in the last 2 minutes.
And Chelsea Sublett having a great night, playing her final game in Conway. She hopes to play one more game for the Lady Cats down in Hot Springs. 20 points. She's got 21. Big free throws. The lead is 6. It's a 2-possession game. Kraft kicks it. Ball loose. Sublett up with it. They're going to say she walked.
Oh.
Nigel Robertson crumbles to the floor.
Oh.
And a call that goes against the Lady Cats.
A lot of them have in this 4th period.
50-44. Public address announcer Mike Woodrum said it was a jump ball, which obviously that has to do with the possession arrow. It was a traveling violation. 3-pointer by Arnold. No good off the side of the rim. Out of bounds. Conway basketball. Shaughnessy Arnold, who just missed that 3-pointer, is a freshman who has scored 14 points in a state semifinal game.
Yeah, she's had a big 4th period.
Sublett to Katie Ashley Polly. Get it up court.
Get it up court, yeah.
Across the timeline.
Great job. Great job, Lady Cats.
6-point game. No reason to shoot the basketball. Don't turn it over, though. The Lady Cats have 1 timeout remaining. Foul called on Adrienne Walker. That's her 4th. And Constance Alcon at the free throw line. Constance has 9 points.
Lady Cats 81% as a team, 22 of 27.
10 points for Alcon.
That's just what champions do. They finish strong. Lady Cats have been solid from the free throw line this period, this half.
Got them both. 11 points, Alcon, Robertson, and Sublett all in double figures. And the lead is back out to 8. Three-pointer by Kraft. No good. Constance with the rebound. Falls hard to the ground, and she'll go up for 2 more free throws.
Just glad they didn't call her for walking. A lot of contact there.
Foul is called on Jalissa Montgomery, and that is her 5th personal foul. She will foul out with 3 points tonight with 1:01 remaining.
And not a good game for her, but she had a tough matchup all night with Robertson.
Constance Alcon a chance to make it a 10-point lead with 1 minute to play. And these Wampus Cat and Lady Cat fans are just waiting to explode. You can see it in the arena. You've got an entire half of this place that's red just about. Cabot fans are here getting ready for their game. Wampus Cat fans here watching the Lady Cats right now with a 9-point lead with 1 minute to play. See the students starting to fill up from that shot from behind Constance Alcon. Second one good. 13 points on the night for Constance Alcon. Kayla Chambers comes in, and Coach Taylor has her 5 starters on the court with a 10-point lead and 1 minute away from going to the state championship game again. Three-pointer no good. Alcon again the rebound.
She's been big getting the rebounds in the last couple of minutes.
Knocked loose. Still got to get it.
A lot of contact. No call.
Haven't got it across the timeline yet. No 10-second call. Boy, there was not much time in that 10-second
But there was also
left.
a lot of contact, no call either. So
down to 35 seconds. The crowd starting to feel it. And a foul called on Shaughnessy Arnold, her 3rd. And the fans across the way coming to their feet, cheering for these Lady Cats who are 30 seconds away from playing for the state championship.
How about the seniors tonight for the Lady Cats? Sublett with 21 points. Alcon with 13.
22 on the night for Chelsea Sublett.
Sublett 5 of 10 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. She's done a great job handling the ball too, helping beat that pressure.
23 points to match the number on her back. How about Chelsea Sublett and these seniors and these starters? They are going to ride to Hot Springs to play for a state championship. 15 seconds left. Down to 10, and the Lady Cats are going to Hot Springs.
How about
what
that?
A season for Coach Janet Taylor and the rest of the Lady Cats as Adriana Walker commits. Actually, a jump ball is going to be called.
Oh, wow.
That'll be Central basketball, and all this does is just wait for these 2 seconds and wait for the explosion of these fans who are going to get to see their team one more time. It'll be against Fayetteville. Your Lady Cats are playing for a state championship. 56-44. Congratulations to these ladies, to Coach Janet Taylor and Coach Mary Kay Parr. What a game. What a season so far. 25-3 for the Lady Cats with the championship game coming up.
After a dominating performance through most of the night, you had to hold your breath the last couple of minutes. Lady Cats 13 of 29 from the field, 45%. Central also made 13 baskets, but out of 45 attempts, 29%. Lady Cats with a 22-16 rebound advantage and a big advantage from the free throw line, 28 of 33, 85% for the Lady Cats. Very strong down the stretch. And Central 12 of 18 from the free throw line, 67%. 9 assists for the Lady Cats, only 2 for Central. And just a great team effort for them. And clutch down the stretch with Sublett and Alcon.
This is as special a night as we've had doing basketball, and it's just halfway through.
I know it.
Conway defeats Central 56-44. The ticket to Hot Springs that is about to be handed out. Congratulations, Nadra Robertson with 12 points, Constance Alcon with 13, and Chelsea Sublett with 23 points. She is our player of the game, number 23, Chelsea Sublette, 56-44. Conway gets the win, and at the center court right now, the Lady Cats are getting their ticket to Hot Springs, and a great moment for this team in front of the home fans. Congratulations to Coach Janet Taylor and those Lady Cats. We are so proud of them as well, and just love being a very small part of what they do every single time out.
It's fun to watch them.
Congratulations to them, and they will get ready, and they will battle a great Fayetteville team.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be a state championship game worth seeing. We'll catch our breath, we'll get some water, and then it's Conway boys and Cabot boys coming up next on Conway Corporation Channel 5 Sports.